It has been a long time since the moment when Motobe ruined the fight between the two strongest characters of the Baki series. Yujiro and Musashi were in the middle of a fight, and the samurai was about to attack the ogre with his most powerful technique, the vacuum swords. Would Yujiro be able to withstand this attack? Or would it be a technique so powerful that it would make him retreat? Well, the reality is that we will never know, since Motobe appeared at the last moment and did not let Musashi touch Yujiro. The curious thing is that he managed to survive after receiving the attack. The question is if the attack was not as powerful as we thought, or if Musashi managed to reduce the impact at the last second. But well, I thought it was funny to make a video about this event because while checking the internet, I found some people discussing about this in a Baki forum. One guy claimed that indeed Yujiro is still alive thanks to Motobe. The truth was that Yujiro wasn't playing around. He had already activated his demon back and was ready to fight with everything he had against Musashi. He even had a smile on his face that he hadn't had since he fought his own son Baki. Miyamoto was so excited that he dropped his swords and decided to attack with his bare hands. It is worth mentioning that Musashi is more dangerous without a katana than with it. So, this was no longer an exhibition fight. Both fighters were going to attack with everything they had. In my opinion, I don't think Yujiro would have been defeated in that fight. Musashi probably would have made him bleed, but at the end of the fight the ogre would have taken the victory. What I think really happened is that Motobe was selfish. He wanted to be the man to defeat Miyamoto and could not allow Yujiro to end the samurai's life. Motobe got so into his role that he ended up believing it. Come on, we thank him for indirectly saving Jack's life, but it would have also been interesting to see Jack fight Musashi. Recall that Baki prevented Musashi from ending Hanayama's life, so surely he would also have interfered if things got dangerous for Jack in his fight against the legendary swordsman. The truth is that part 1 of Bakido is extremely long and leaves a lot to be desired. However, it is 10 times better than the sumo arc. By the way, I'm going to wait a bit longer to make my final review of the sumo arc, at least until Oliva and Nomi's fight is over. The arc of the legendary swordsman has many inconsistencies, but they are forgiven because it gave us some good moments, like Musashi versus Hanayama and Musashi versus the Army of Japan. So let me know if you want me to review the Musashi arc. But well, as a conclusion to this topic, I would say that Motobe is not a bad character, and he didn't ruin the whole arc either. In fact, I thought his role was good. However, the fact that he wanted to protect Yujiro was extremely unnecessary. At this point, it's pretty obvious that Itagaki did that because he didn't know how to end the fight. Putting Motobe in the middle of the fight was the perfect excuse to not have to give this fight an ending and leave us wondering what would have happened. But well, don't forget to leave me your opinion in the comment box. Tell me what you think of this character and tell me how you think the fight between these two monsters would have ended if no one had interfered. And well friends, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you liked it. I hope you have a nice day or night. See you soon.